well, yeah, we have the last part, and I want this is just a notice, important considerations we need to consider that if user wants to set up a multi-rex IP-PBX, so again, because it is a multi-site deployment, the networking is very necessary. And of course, the extension number must be different with each other. Otherwise, you cannot call those extensions from other IP devices. And yes, you need to add those IP addresses of those IP-PBX. Then on the API local listening port is very necessary for each server or each device. Next one is that if the function of the Rex IP-PBX is set up on the PMS is ineffective, so make sure that the setup of the PMSI middleware is correct, such as very important the IP address, listening port, and the protocol that is used. Also, you need to check the firewall. So if there are any firewall that's block those listening port, that is, if it is defined by the IT admin, so you need to open this port as we have mentioned the 7070, those ports that is by default, or you can define those ports and you should have the permission with the IT admin. Okay, and of course, you need to check the connection between the server and the device. So if they are maybe they're offline, so of course it should not work, and you need to confirm of any API option so that specific parameters that you need to select on the IP-PBX. Okay, next is that the extension wake up service should take effect only once. So yeah, so I think um the it will wait for another 24 hours. So if you have set the wake up time for shall we say 6 a.m. So after 6 a.m. so you can define the number of rings to the extension, and say for example you define that for 10 rings, then after 10 rings, so after that the wake up service has been already completed, then it will wait another 24 hours for those wake up service will take effect again. Or otherwise, you can set the time again for the wake up time. I mean, you can customize it, edit the time that is specified for your guest. Then the PMSI is Safe Application Program. So I know that when you are about to run that, so there are some, from our um, antivirus software that will alert you this is not trusted. So we just simply, you just have to let it go, right? I mean, you just simply let it run and enable that for a trust to so that it will run on your server. So I think that's all for our PMSI training. So if there are some questions, so I will try my very best to answer all of them.
Good afternoon. This is Long from TSM Vietnam. I have questions.
Yes, Mr. Long, good afternoon.
All right. Say that the PMSI is a software and it can install in the it should be installed in the independent server, or they can share the server with the for example like FCS and JDS.
Yeah, actually, if you're using the FCS server, so yeah, you can deploy that to the PMS server. So you have a GDS, FCS, and you need also to use our PMSI and our Rex IP-PBX.
Okay, this is a little bit confused here. That all right. Normally, when we set up the scenario for the whole hospitality projects, normally we use the PBX to connect to the, for example, like FCS, and then connect to
Mm-hmm.
the PMS, the management system, for example, like Opera, right?
Yes, yes.
So in
Mm-hmm.
this case, we have the Rex BBX, we have the BMSI, we have the
Yes.
FCS, and we have the Opera. So sometimes I think that the environment here something like a consonant between the BMSI and FCS. They do the
Yeah.
same function.
Uh-huh. Yes, I understand because the FCS is just like a PMSI, right? But
Yes, yes.
for our Rex IP-PBX to communicate with the other PMSI, it should also use our own PMSI. So that's actually we are also developing the one the NMSI right now. So uh, eventually it will be used instead of our PMSI. But again, so if we're going to integrate with the FCS, you're gonna use our Rex IPPBX plus our PMSI.
Yeah, yeah. I don't see the features like a match status, right?
Sorry, Mr. Long.
I, I don't see the features like the rules have
Rom,
match status, right? Match
yeah,
status.
with regards, yes, actually, I have to tell you that with regards to we have already the GDS certification, and in fact, we already passed this certification with the GDS. So I think I can share. Let me find that, and I can share you the PMS features that has been passed with the GMS GDS certification. I think.
Okay, all right. I got it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so it's already included. I think we have the roam status, a minibar, wake up, DND, check in, check out. We passed these features already with GDS.
Any report of wake up call if the wake up call is
So,
failed. So do have any reports of it of call fail?
Uh, that report, I think, yeah, it should be because right now, our system, we just simply wait after 24 hours. So I'm not sure if for our new system can do the reporting for that one. We're working with the NMSI right now.
do you have the single? I mean, individual wake up call, right? You don't have the group wake up call.
Yes, actually we do have that one, and in fact, our Rex IPPBX already included the wake up call capability, so we can do. I mean, without using the PMSI, we have this capability already with our Rex IPPBX. So the extension on the room can set up their wake up call. I mean, they can set up their own, or the admin can set up also using the XML command. So we have this capability already with our Rex IPPBX.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now we have a question in chat box that you can see what is the PMS system taste with the RIX and PMSI. Does it support virtual machine? What is the minimum server requirements?
Okay, let me check the question, right? So what are the PMS system that tested with the Rex? Yeah, I think for now, for generally for the I mean, for the domestic, we have already tested this in the domestic market, right? So as I mentioned, we just fully bloom. I mean, with the domestic market, we have tested with those several PMS systems, and of course, there was no questions with I think the Fidelo. I think that's one we have tested that, and the Opera. So we hope though we were already working with those, and of course with such other PMSI that I have mentioned, the Tiger, yeah, the FCS and the GDS. So that's really compatible, and I think there should be no problem with the other third party PMSI. So that should be not a problem. So we just have to test that because initially for in our Malaysia market, I think we have already passed the GDS certification. So I don't see any problem at all with regards to any other third party. Yeah. So there's a questions that um no, you does it support VM? What is the minimum server requirement? So actually, we're just talking about the PMSI, right? The PMSI system. So as I've told you, this is just a program. We just have to run this one. So you don't have to do that in a virtual machine. Just run that on the Windows 10 and above. So it should be fine and should be no problem running those when you accept those software to run on your machine. Do all types of Redstone PBX support PMS? Yes, as long as you have to use our PMSI as again. If you want to integrate with any other PMS system, you need to use our Rex IP-PBX plus our PMSI. Yes, any Windows 10 machine and above. That's okay. You're welcome.